welcome to Maybe We Could Help, the podcast where we give our unsolicited advice. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. You be the judge. I am Tasia Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
And today we are going to talk about a topic that is near and dear to me, unfortunately, but not for long. People pleasing. And why it affects the people pleaser and the ones around the people pleaser. How it gets you sent to hell. Not
That's
playing.
good.
Joking. That's why we're going to stop it today. I'm working on it currently. So other than me, are you guys people pleasers?
It depends on your definition of it, because I am the type of person that gets joy from seeing other people's happiness. But I am not a people pleaser, because your happiness I'm not gonna allow it to cost me in the same way that people pleasers tend to.
Do you like confrontation? I mean, do you shy away from confrontation?
No, if I need to say something, I will.
Okay, then you're not a people pleaser.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't think I am.
You're not a people pleaser.
I don't think I am.
Okay.
Because I ain't never seen me do something just because somebody want me to do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Except for like when you're in a relationship, I guess. But I don't even know if that's a people pleaser. If
No, that's
your
just being a
relationship.
good girlfriend or spouse.
Friend in general, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am a people pleaser currently because I will do things, one, to avoid confrontation, because I do not like confrontation at all. Even if it will affect me in the long run, I'll be like, it's okay. I'm going to just deal with it. It's all right. I also am a people pleaser because I will do things solely to make I wouldn't say somebody else happy, but happy at the expense of my happiness. So if somebody like, can you do this for me? And I really don't want to do it, I will do it just to please that person. Like it's like I really don't want to, and then end up kind of being upset at that person for it.
So where do you think that stems from?
Being alone. When I was a kid, being alone really had a really harsh effect on me, only because I do things just to keep people near to me, close to me.
I guess my question should have been, what is the core belief behind saying no? What do you think will happen?
Everybody will leave me. I will not have any friends or anybody close to me. So I do things or overlook things or don't do things because I want to keep my people as close as possible to me, because I don't want to be alone again.
Okay. So basically, if I do the things that you like, you'll stay.
Yep, that's it.
That's the concept.
That's what I think.
Okay.
And you'll like me. I like to be likable. But it's crazy because I don't really rock with a lot of people. It's so weird.
But the ones you do rock with,
I want them to love me so much. So I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Okay. Okay. So how do you feel like that affects you?
Well, I have low key, and I'm not going to say like it's detrimental. I have low key like been upset or kind of resented people for like, I did this for you and now look, but it really, in our actuality, it's not it. You could have said no if you didn't want to. You could have just been like, no. I cause stress on myself, especially if I have to go out of my way to do something, because I'm going to do it. I cause stress on myself and my brain. It makes me frantic.
Yeah.
And
see, that's the going out of my way for someone does the opposite for me. Like, I want to do that. So it's not stressful to me. Like, it's just like, okay, it's another opportunity for me to do this or do that, because I like people's happiness, but it's not at my own expense. It's just like, can you do this for me? And if I don't want to do it, I'll say I don't want to do it, or I'll be like, I don't want to, but I'm willing. Like, all right, I'm willing to do it.
See, I don't say any of that. It's always yes. It's always, you need me to, sure, okay,
and then grin and bear it.
I be like,
and then the chemical release is like, what is it called? Like cortisol or something?
I don't know.
The stress hormone.
Yeah, it is cortisol.
The stress hormone releases in your brain because you're going against what you truly, what would truly make you happy.
Yeah. Or at least not cause me to have more stress. Like, you already doing 50 million things and you still said yes. Like, come on now. You could have been like, no, I can't this time. But And then also, people pleasing also affected my boundaries, especially when it came to my business. And that's when I really start having to like slow down on people pleasing because it started affecting my money. And I was just like, oh no, we gotta dead
Yeah, figure
this
this out.
some way, some shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? People are kind of walking all over me, and I don't like that. So we're working on it. I'm working on it. It's okay.
So what are you doing to work on it?
Setting definite boundaries and being honest with myself. So when it came to my business, I really did have to start telling people no, or I really can't do it. I can't stretch myself this thin. Like, I remember, and I did this for a purpose, but I won't do this constantly. Like, I knew I was going on vacation and I wasn't able to get anybody in. I worked from 7:30 that morning until 1:30 the next morning because I couldn't tell anybody no. Like, I was just like, yes, I'll do it because I know I'm going out of town. Sure, I'll get you in. I was just like, I can't. And when I tell you, my body was just like, girl.
Limp.
I was in church just like this. And Aaron's like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Just tired. I'm okay. So, and just doing all of that, I was just like, nah, I can't do that to my body. I can't do that to my family because they didn't see me all day long. I can't do that anymore. So I was like, okay, we got to stop this. And being like, for being honest with myself, okay, you really don't want to do this. You got to find a way to say you don't want to do it. And I'm still working on that because it's hard to tell people the truth, even the ones around me. I'm starting with Aaron. I think Risha honestly will be my hardest person to tell the truth. And I do not know why. Risha will be, once I get to tell Risha the truth, oh, I'm in there. I'm in there. I think we have just been,
Because Risha comes with consequences.
I think we
What
have
is
just,
what is that even supposed to mean?
Because if you don't like it, then you are the type of person, you're going to be honest back. And you know that about Risha. And that's great.
true.
And you might not be able to handle her. Risha and I can tell each other the truth, whether we like it or not. We still know each other's truth. Like, I know Risha. And she can say she knows me. You know, probably more so than anybody because she's asked the most questions about, like, well, what did you mean by that? I meant this. You know, so, and you don't want to hear that. So
Probably
Risha's going to bring consequences. Like, as far as, oh, this is how I feel about what you just said. You know? And you have to get to a place where you're ready. But the thing is, it's not bad because you're already really experiencing that with Aaron. Because if you can tell Aaron the truth, Aaron really kind of has a similar personality to where Risha he's going to tell you the truth, right?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's pretty much
But
the
Risha's
same.
going to be mad and I don't want to deal with,
You'll never know unless you try. You've
feel
never
like
done it.
I have never done it.
So
she's
again,
right.
you would never know.
I will say I am a
She doesn't get mad at you.
I'm afraid to see that if she does. I'm not saying she's gonna like blow up on me. I've just like she said, she doesn't really get mad at me, and if she is mad at me like for something, it's like a quiet mad. I
get quiet mad at all y'all,
But
unless you're
it's
literally
less.
talking. If you're talking to me in the moment, then yes, it's gonna be a loud mad.
I don't.
But if
wanna
if I walk away, if I shut down, I'm a quiet mad normally. God, that's always been. Yeah, like
I
I
don't
be
know.
around here fussing y'all
you
out.
don't fuss.
Look
That's what
at her.
you
I don't want to say nothing to her. I tell you, y'all. Don't.
But it's still probably because you're her closest friend. It probably is you're her that last comfort blanket that I have I'm gonna protect this and I'm gonna keep it. But she's not gonna go nowhere. She's just gonna finally know you.
Yeah. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna tell her the truth one day.
Yeah, she probably looked at me crazy for what I told her today. But
I didn't look
she'll
at
be
you
all right.
crazy.
You did. It was like, when? So
She says I'm judgmental. I'm
she can
not
be.
judgmental.
She used to be. If she wasn't, she used to be.
You think I'm
That's why I said I
judgmental?
won't pleasing people. I'm gonna tell you.
I think
I
that
feel like you judging me.
it's hard to be most people pleasers are the most judgmental people.
I'll just be like,
And because
okay.
you can't be a people pleaser and not prejudge what you think I'm going to say or do. Does that make sense?
It does.
Like if you're thinking of the consequences
correct.
that are going to come from me,
Mm-hmm.
that's prejudgment. So you can't be judgmental.
So how y'all feel like I be judging?
You can't. I mean, you can't be a people
Well, you
pleaser
already know
without
my
being judgmental.
situations. As soon as I tell you my life or something going on. Okay. And it's nothing you say. It's nothing you look like. It's a feeling. I just feel it. I never have confirmation that you judge me. I just got this
But
feeling
you're
like,
aware.
I'm going to tell you, you probably judge me right now. And she never throw it back in my face or nothing. I just know. I just know. Like all these years, I always just knew. And I still kept telling her stuff.
I'm gonna tell you what my judgments are. I'm
Right.
gonna be like, oh, well, you shouldn't do this.
Because at the same time, I'm a great listener,
right.
and you can tell me whatever, and I'm not gonna remember. So
Because you're not listening.
Jesus.
we on the people
And that's
pleasing.
okay.
Well, you the one that seem to be doing it, so we on you right now.
But that's why
But it's
you
okay.
know the
At
gestures
least you know yourself.
to give. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All of that, so that you do not have to be involved.
Or disappoint the person that wants to talk to you.
I think
Yes.
that's
which
a
is
good
pleasing
point.
people.
I don't want to.
If you listen too hard, you might end up judging them, and then you might end up, changing.
maybe I
something.
should judge y'all, and maybe that might bring my truth out.
I wouldn't call it
Nah,
judgment.
it's not. It's
I'm
not
about to say,
judgment.
How
Right.
would you judge us then?
Because if I see you do something and I come to you and I tell you, most of the time people who are judgmental, they hold themselves on a pedestal. So therefore they will never tell you what they have, the sentence they've given you.
Mhm.
They've already done it. They've judged you. I'm hoarse today, you guys.
She sound a little Batmanish, but it's okay. We love her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
We
it.
love her.
So yeah, but anywho,
Mhm.
but people who are not judgmental, most of the time, they're just gonna tell you, because that way you could be aware of it. And then my thought pattern is, okay, I made you aware that this is what you do, and I don't like it. And so if you continue to do it, it's because you just want to. That's no judgment. I was just like, oh, okay. There's no judgment in that. It's literally no judgment. It's just awareness. You're creating awareness. I'm aware of the people that are around me, because I said, hey, this, or I'm gonna just tell everybody the truth.
I'm a very closed book, so
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna work on it. You
Yes.
said, "Yep, I'm a closed book."
Yeah.
I am. I'm very close.
But so
You're
saying it
opening.
like I said something different.
You're
I am
opening.
opening.
Yes.
Opening.
I'm at.
It's important.
I'm at table of contents. That's where we at on the book.
No, don't say that, because we don't have the time we used to have.
I'm gonna.
Why do people say that and then expect you to have faith that God gonna do what He said? Because it's just like, well, you telling me I ain't got time for nothing else, so I don't get that.
Well,
It's-
my thing is this.
I feel like it's implanting fear and worry at the same time, but then still say have faith that He gonna do it.
You don't want to be in a position where your faith is in time. Anyway, I want to do it today, because that's why the Bible states, tomorrow isn't promised. It's not saying that God ain't going to do it, that He's not faithful. It's literally stating that He has things for you don't want to miss. You don't want to be like the children of Israel. You don't want to be the Samson in the Bible. You don't want to be people who had promises and missed them. And a lot of times people think that it's fear, that, because I don't believe if you can't have fear and faith. You get what I'm saying? Like, well, you shouldn't. So I know in myself that in what I believe. And so it's not a fearful thing if somebody tells me, hey, straighten up, because you don't have all the time, because it's true. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
But we all know that tomorrow, well, we should all live like tomorrow's not promised. It's the I guess the vast of it of thinking like, oh, well, we don't have time in general because the whole world is going to end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot to think versus like.
See, I don't think about the world ending. I think about your destiny and
I think about
meeting.
the world ending too. I ain't gonna
When you
lie.
hear somebody
well.
say I don't have a lot of time, you already see, you look out into the world and you see the time.
Well, you do.
So that's
You do. For me,
most people. If you say we don't have a lot of time left,
okay,
they're
you
not
talking
gonna
to
think.
me like I understand, like I should have your thinking.
No, but I'm saying like, all right,
Well, no, what I'm saying is, to me, maybe that's where we differ, because I don't think you better get it right before the world ends. Because my thing is, if the world ends and your soul is saved, that's a blessing, because God's grace is for you to be saved. Did you give your heart to Christ?
Mm.
Did you give your heart to Christ?
Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, then your soul is saved. You get what I'm saying? As long as you keep a repentance heart. But I am not the saint that is just trying to make it into heaven. So my mind ain't on, oh, the end of the world is coming. My mind is on the assignment I have for today. And so when I say you don't have the type of time, I don't want to run into the timeline of this blessing supposed to be happening and I miss it. And then I have to wait until the next blessing is supposed to come. Like, that's my mindset. So when I say, saying we don't have that type of time, like, I believe that Lord, if my blessing's supposed to be here today, help me to be in position. Because if you tell me that if my blessing's at Burger King, I don't want to be at McDonald's. You get what I'm saying? Even though the burgers are good over there, I want you to say, you got to go to Burger King today. I remember a specific thing of Tay coming to her one time because the Lord spoke something to me. And I said, Tay, you have to give up beef. And I don't know what would have happened had she not. And I thank God that we will never find out. But I do know that there was some things that happened, I believe, health-wise, for the whole family that took place. And one of the things we saw is Aaron's weight loss was extreme, like more so than what he recognized or any of us really. And so, but let's say she hadn't, and things would have kept progressing. No telling what could have happened or went wrong. God could have kept that whole situation, of course, but we don't want to run into things. So do it when he says to do it. And that's what I mean. Sorry, I'm long-winded, guys.
Be used to it. It is what it is. Be you. Anyway, from that point about being disobedient, we one of the reasons we thought about people pleasing this week is because of the story in the Bible in First Kings, where the young prophet was prophesying, and the old prophet heard about him through his sons and basically coerced and tricked him to come to his house. And because of the young prophet's disobedience, he died. And that made me think about, man, was he people pleasing? And does people pleasing cause you sometimes to be in disobedience?
Absolutely. If God is telling you to go overseas, and your mama is like, no, you don't need to leave your family, then yeah, I mean, shoot, I remember being a time I spent 4 years in disobedience because I was trying to please someone, so absolutely you can end up in disobedience. You can end up somewhere you're not supposed to be. You can end up in a bed you ain't supposed to be in. You could end up in all kinds of things trying to people please.
Have you ever experienced something like that? What was the question? Being in disobedience because of people pleasing. That's the more.
I was always disobedient because I was in disobedience. I don't think nobody ever made me go do it.
Or you didn't do it for the pleasure of someone else.
For your own pleasure.
It's from your people pleasing is you do it.
No, I said, or was it from your own pleasure?
Oh, okay.
I think it was normally from my own pleasure. I can't recall a time where it was like, oh, well, I guess that is people pleasing, but I kind of went with the flow, though. I didn't think it was trying to please them because I ended up having a good time, I guess. Like when somebody tried to get you to go out. And I didn't really want to go, but I just went just because. But then I ended up having a good time, so I don't know if that matters. Yeah.
But was it disobedience, though?
We went to a bar. We weren't supposed to go there. You're not supposed to have fun there. You're not supposed to go there and
Did you
have
say
fun.
we're not supposed to have fun there?
Because what else do you do at a bar? I mean, of course, people watch TV and eat, but let's be real.
Oh, you weren't supposed to be there.
No, I wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay, so okay, understandable now. Okay, makes sense. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I have. I'm a recovering people pleaser. I'm not speaking that over me no more. I'm a recovering people pleaser. Recovered people pleaser. I'm not gonna do it no more.
That's it.
I'm gonna do better.
We're done here.
Jesus, I'm gonna tell Risha the truth.
I would love that
when it hits.
I would absolutely love that
Stop looking at me like that.
because it's still crazy to me, but
It
I would
is.
love that.
It is. It's not just you though. I haven't really told Sheena the truth all the time either. I'm starting. I'm starting to tell the truth, but I haven't.
But it's not like she be lying, y'all, because she's saying like she don't tell the truth, but she just don't say anything.
Correct. I don't say my truth. I could
Yeah.
be literally. She might tell me something, be like, well, in my mind, I could be like, well, I don't think that's a great idea, but I won't just. I will just be like, nice. That's wonderful.
So it's just basically just you're not lying. You're just not saying what you feel
and
you
it's
really should.
omission almost like too. And if I could say something to help turn the tide in her favor, that would be a blessing. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody for that matter, to be in a worse state because I didn't say what was laid on my heart to say, basically. So, yeah, I'm going to work on it. I'm working right now on it.
I'm proud of you.
No.
I'm proud of you because that's a hard thing to come out of any habit, anything that anybody comes out of. If you are able to break any habit or change anything about yourself, be proud of that. You know, because it is difficult
To change.
Yes, to change, to break cycles, and people pleasing goes deeper than most people realize. You know, it's really something. It affects your kids. You know, you can raise people pleasers, and you know, they watch you and they say, "Oh, this is."
And
you shouldn't say these things because you hurt people's feelings.
And as a parent, that's another thing that kind of got me too. Because Harmony, thank God, has two. But a parent that, what's the word? Advocate. So me being a people pleaser, that would hinder my advocating for my kid. Thank God we haven't been in the situation because, like I said, Harmony's daddy ain't about that life.
And Harmony's honest. She told me one time my hair was nappy, so.
Harmony daddy ain't gonna pull no punches. He don't care who you are, so he gonna advocate all day long for her. So that's another thing. I'm gonna start blaming other people. Listen, I don't have to people please. I mean, I don't have to speak up for myself because oftentimes people will do it for me. Like Aaron.
And Risha.
I was say when I was a kid, when I was younger, high school, college, all that, Risha's going to do it. My mom's going to do it. Like somebody is going to do that for me. So all I really have to do is be like, oh, okay, well, they got it. So I don't have to do anything. So it ain't just my fault. People have, what's the word?
Coddled you.
That word is another one.
Spoiled you.
It's when you let somebody do stuff for you. It's a word. I can't think of it. It's gonna come to me later too.
No idea.
I can't think of it. It don't matter. But yeah, like I'm gonna just say coddled. I'm gonna say they have coddled me to make me not want to do anything. So because I don't have to, because they're gonna do it for me. So Aaron,
she depended on us to be the aggressors.
And my mama, yeah. I don't have to be someone that sticks up for myself or draws that line because they're going to do it. And I didn't know that was a problem until people like Sheena don't do it.
And tell the truth.
Everybody else is going to tell the truth, but they're going to say what I wanted to say so I don't have to.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens. So it's not just my fault.
Sure it is. It's your responsibility.
It's my responsibility.
But it's not your fault.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, we can do that. We can go there.
Yes. So y'all gonna have to stop.
So y'all blame Risha.
Uh-huh.
And
Aaron.
Because
Aaron ain't here.
More years now.
And, yeah.
He putting in more years now. I already put my other years
When I
in.
tell
I already put my other years.
If I don't want to be confrontational, I'll be like, Aaron, can you do this for me? And I know he's gonna do it because he's gonna do it. I'm gonna be better.
You are better.
So what celebrities that I don't think we can really say who's a real people pleaser, but what celebrities or like people in the industry kind of look like, I'm gonna scratch that, because I think the more people pleasing is like the gospel industry, because I feel like they try to conform more to the world. And that's, to me, it's kind of like a form of people pleasing, especially when the word says, be not conformed of this world.
Be separate.
So I think the gospel industry is full of people pleasers. What do y'all think? And
I
name
think
some.
so too, and I think that it is a line between ministering and taking part of like being like we now we hanging out, like now I'm influencing you versus you bringing me to Christ, you know.
Yeah, great point.
It becomes let me sprinkle and put my seasonings in you, and now you kind of taste like me, you know. Like you shouldn't look and sound and be like that, no matter what the argument is. Oh, but we're under grace now, girl. You can sin a little bit, like you
Who
still.
has like I said conceptually. Who has successfully worked with a secular artist and that secular artist is now conformed to something different?
Not one that I know of.
No.
Mace, that was a joke.
Lord. No, Mace ran. Mace ran from P. Diddy and all of his.
Speaking of P. Diddy, what Christians do y'all think was at the Diddy party?
Well,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, because two of them has said they were at that. Lecrae had said he was at a Diddy party. He said he left, allegedly. I don't know if he left. I won't dare. And TD Jakes said he was. They said TD Jakes was there.
Had associations.
He said he left allegedly too. I don't know who left. I don't know, but them two have.
I know Denzel left.
Allegedly, we don't know
I'm
either.
just joking.
Right, and Marlon saying he left too, so everybody
Allegedly,
leaving. Marlon Wayans.
Right, somebody's staying.
Come on here. Everybody didn't leave.
Because Marlon did say he left.
Now all of a sudden, first everybody was bragging, taking pictures, and
Diddy
just so they could say that, hey,
like
we at the party. Now everybody left.
I left before all that happened.
Everybody left.
Everybody
Come
left
on now. Come on now,
I ain't
Saints.
leaving no 3:30 because the party don't even start till 8.
I love you, Kurt Franklin, but I think you were there.
He definitely, I think he was there.
Anybody disagree?
No, he was there.
Kurt looked like he is the usher that greets him at the door.
And gives him the
And
communion
gives
wine.
him, I wouldn't say
There
that.
you
He
go.
gives them the program of what is about to partake of and what
he's
is.
small too and pocket size. Yeah, he was definitely.
They
in
were
the party.
tossing them around, won't they?
Oh my gosh, I don't. Want to
Allegedly.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We speculating, y'all.
Who else, y'all?
I think Tasha. If any woman was there, I think I don't know if she stayed after hours. But I think Tasha got invited, and I think she went.
Cause she looked different.
I think Donnie McClurkin would have went.
Jonathan
We
McReynolds.
fall down.
And did he get up though? Is the question. Did you get up, Donnie?
Oh Jesus!
Did you
He
get
said
up?
it.
Tone.
Oh my!
I forgot about him.
Tone. First
But
of all,
he been that way. Well,
it was
he is
at
that
first of
way.
all
He is
Tone.
that way. Yeah, he
It was at Tone's house.
It
so.
was at his house.
He
He threw
hosted.
the party and
He
just
hosted.
said he just put Diddy on the
on the
flyer.
program. No.
He stayed after hours.
Okay.
He was the one that needed the IV drip. That was one of them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So like in
The way them little kids from the walls is acting right now.
they are.
I
off
think
the
they
chain.
was keeping Justin Bieber company back in his. I'm just joking.
In the allegations that
Allegedly.
the charges, and you can read for yourself. The charges are saying that some of these freak something parties, they happen for so long that people needed IV drips and treatment after.
I saw something where they was talking about it was a young man that was in so much pain or something, and they did have the pictures.
Party for so long. They party
Not a
for
party. A party.
Oh, that. Oh. Wow.
They say it'd be all
Yeah,
it'd be the
not-
craziest stuff happening. They use tools.
But I don't want to think about that. I don't think about it.
I didn't say toys. I said tools.
I don't want to think about it. But they say they needed IV drips like for hydration and treatments, because it lasted so long.
My underwear out.
I mean, if you're getting one person after the other, and you the only one person,
I think it was. I don't think it was. That's why some people got to go down with this man because it
Yeah.
ain't. It's not just him.
No, just
It's
because
not
it was
just-
his party. They
it's
just
not
doing
just
it because
him.
it's party.
first of all, you can't get a popular party like that
without
people.
Without people, it ain't just him.
They just quiet.
They just quiet. Like people are starting to distance themselves from him, and no,
We're having a bad boys for life.
you know.
Yeah,
Okay. Do y'all think y'all remember Stevie J? Do y'all think he ever?
I definitely feel like Stevie J did something with him. The way he was defending him on that little Tubi document, I'm like,
The little Tubi document he was like, he ain't even like that. Like, this is crazy.
and then not
stuff.
only that, I think if you look up the thingies and the allegations, he was being accused of something too. Stevie J, like,
Stevie.
no,
Yeah. Do y'all think he was doing this back when Biggie was alive?
I wonder who turned
Did
P
he?
Diddy out. Somebody had to turn him out. He did not just become.
I don't think so.
that.
I think absolute power corrupts absolute, and I think he
Had enough women.
had enough women. He has enough power. He has enough influence, and he gets bored. So when I think it's a spiritual thing because
Been all
after
been all
a
around
wh-
the world. You've done
after a
so
while,
much.
spirits, sin can't be satisfied. That's why we need Jesus. So the further you go into sin, the more you groan for things that are unnatural. And that is spirit. It's just, that's why pedophiles end up wanting kids. And in our righteous mind, we're just like, how could you want a child? That's an innocent. But in
you
their
haven't gone far
perverted,
enough.
in their perverted sinful nature, nothing will satisfy sin.
Right. If you people who start watching porn, they start watching regular ones, and then the next thing you know, they're watching
Horses or something.
Yes,
like
because
weird stuff.
you need. That's how you know it is a spiritual pull,
It has
because
to
you
be
have
spiritual.
it starts here, but it will never ever ever end where it started. You always have to go deeper.
Always.
It's the same thing with God. Like, you can't stay on this level. The enemy will find you. You have to go deeper, and that's why most people end up, because they either want to stay right here, or they want to go backwards, or they want to take some steps back, whatever. It's no, let's go to the next level. If you go all the way, dive on in, go into the deep, and that's what God is. That's why he tells us, to walk with him and to follow him, because whenever we, saying aren't, the enemy is, he's going to and fro, seeking whom he may devour, and he's just waiting on that moment. But yeah, sin, it starts at one place, but if some people start smoking weed, and next thing you know, they're on heroin.
No, that's drastic. If you
That is
you gotta be on a different type of high. Like you gotta say if you tried Molly's or pot.
Yeah.
Well,
a
the
perk.
thing about it is that's
the
what
type-
I'm saying,
but
working your
but
way.
No, but that's the high. Most weed smokers that started
like
weed, they just like weed.
That
Some,
is true.
But
and
they
a
have
lot.
to get stronger.
Yeah,
Now,
I mean
in order
they
to
get
feel the same
stronger
high.
weed.
Now,
yeah.
cokeheads or crackheads, they like some stronger meth, all of them things.
Put it like this:
fentanyl.
I don't know everybody that smokes weed. I just know my cousins that do, and I remember back in the day, I never smoked weed. However, the people that I saw, they used to get something, sprinkle something on
And that's the thing. That's the difference though. Like regular
That's what
weed
I'm saying,
heads
yeah.
are like regular weed.
Yeah, I don't
heads.
know the difference.
But like if you mixing stuff, like then you're
You
dibbling.
already experienced that.
From
type of
my
different
understanding,
high.
they were trying to get the same high because they couldn't get high from.
Well, they
what
probably
had
got
before.
laced the first time and
Yeah.
didn't know it.
No clue.
Because normal weed, you
weed
don't.
smokers like they
Yeah.
like weed, and they just continue to smoke more and more weed
Right, with nothing mixed.
with nothing mixed.
But
like
if you
I
got
have
experience
heard,
to that, your body is gonna freak out, and they're
yeah.
trying to figure out what that was.
and they
I think
itching.
that's what be happening with those type of things, because that's not always the case.
They go to something most of the
Yeah.
time. It
You have to
continues
be
on.
exposed to it.
Eventually, again, even with that's gonna bring forth
Yeah,
something.
Right. Basically, it's
It-
anything that you get into.
Sin cannot be
satisfied. Right.
Like
Sure.
you will forever
Have cravings.
have cravings for something. If Jesus don't come in and save your soul, that's why P. Diddy and all the other people that's gonna go down with them is in the state they're in, because all of that nasty sin and them yucky demons is hungry.
it's unfortunate.
I couldn't tell if she was coughing for real or laughing.
I was laughing.
Oh,
but the laugh made me cough.
Seriously, them
I was like,
nasty,
right down there.
Sound like
yucky,
the nasty,
demons.
yucky.
They hungry and they keep wanting more and more and more at the dispense.
Because they're
of-
growing, so they need
exactly
you. Yeah, they
at
need
the
you to
dispense
feed
of
me.
other people.
Y'all ever seen Little Shop of Horrors?
Mm-hmm.
I did. You see
That's
that? Yeah, that's
We
such
watched
a
it in the
good one.
salon.
We did watch it in the salon.
that's pretty much what it is. It gets bigger and bigger, and it continues to want you to feed it.
Yeah, that's a if you ain't never seen Little Shop of Horrors, go
But
see it.
eventually, he destroyed the whole planet
the whole
in one of the versions.
in one of the versions because it's multiple
yes.
versions. Yeah,
There was one version where they destroyed
the whole planet.
Audrey too. That was her name.
Mhm.
His name.
Sin, full grown, bringing forth death.
Man.
That part.
It is a mess. So come from amongst them.
Our pastor
Don't
likes
be-
to say, "Get it while it's a serpent before it becomes a dragon."
Amen.
Slay that bad boy, y'all. I hope this podcast has helped you on today. Don't be like P Diddy. Don't be a people pleaser.
Yes, and
Yeah.
don't think that you get away with sin. There is no such thing. There's a consequence for it all, on this side or the next. So you don't want that.
Don't be like them. Don't be like them nasty, yucky demons. I'm serious. I'm so serious. Don't be like them. Go find Jesus. He waiting for you.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
He is.
This has been another episode of Maybe We Can Help. I am Tasia Royale.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Risha.
And have a great night. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button so you know when we post another episode. And see you next time. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.